Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that everybody is doing splendidly. Greetings from Philadelphia. I think I turned on the hologram effect, so let's do that. There we go. Um, Hello from Philadelphia. I hope that you're all making it through the week without me. I wanted to go over a couple of things since I will not be there Friday as I had originally anticipated being. All you're going to work on today is preparing for the exam, which would be all that you'd be doing if I were there. It's just I had a few activities planned that we will do on Monday. I am coming back to North Carolina on Sunday and will be there then. A couple people have sent me emails asking how everything's going, and I appreciate that and appreciate all your thoughts. Um, Long story short, my wife had a procedure that is supposed to help our baby. It's actually kind of amazing what they can do. Our baby's developed a condition called hydrops, which essentially means she's probably going into heart failure, but they stick a really long needle um, into the baby's chest and then put in this shunt that helps drain some of the fluid that's building up in the baby's chest. So hopefully it will work. They did get the shunt in, so that's good. So I will keep you guys updated, but I just wanted to let you know since a few people have been asking. Anyway, on to happier things. The AP exam for you guys is next week. I want to talk to you a little bit about that, but I also want to talk to you about Benito Cereno. You're supposed to be going through the discussion today. It's Wednesday right now for me, so um, I wanted to make the video after I had read your discussion and could kind of see where your thoughts were, but I'm unsure if I'll be able to record or upload anything after today, so um, I wanted to go on and talk about it now. One of my thoughts was, or one of the things I wanted you to be thinking about was whether or not this was a racist novel and why. And, I wanted to go on and kind of give you my opinion or my thoughts on that. And one of the reasons I think the story is very, very cool. Obviously, by now, you know that Babbo is an evil guy, he's not a good guy. And if you go back through and you look at the book and you look at some of the parts that I was asking you to think um, about why Benito Cereno lets Babbo do these things, well, now it becomes kind of clear that he's not letting him do those things. Babbo is just holding him hostage. And Babbo being near Benito Cereno the whole time isn't him being loyal or friendly, it's him threatening Benito Cereno. And you have the terrifying scene where he's using the straight razor to shave Benito Cereno, and really you think about the tension that's built up there that Herman Melville, we as readers don't really know what's going on at that point, but looking back on it now, it's like, oh my gosh, um, Babbo could kill him at any moment. Um, so I think that you could argue that it's racist. Generally speaking, people could say that Captain Delano, who I guess we would argue is the main character, is racist. I pointed out those parts where he kind of compares the African Americans to dogs and things like that. Obviously, we're on board a slave ship, right? But I think if you do that, you're missing something kind of important. Our villain here is an African American. He's a slave and he's kind of rebelling. Um, so yeah, you could say that's racist. However, I would argue that Herman Melville's doing something really, really cool. He has made this African American look like a bad guy, right? Babbo is evil, he is violent, he is aggressive, but he is intelligent, and Melville has more or less put African Americans and white people on a level playing ground and saying that, yes, white people can be evil and terrible people, but so can African Americans, right? We are both capable of the same level of goodness, and we're both capable of the same level of evil. So in that sense, it might appear racist on the surface, but Melville's really doing something cool in saying that, look, African Americans are just like white people, right? We can both do great, good things, and we can both do terrible, evil things. So if you think back to my original discussion about whether or not you kind of automatically trusted people or sort of automatically assumed people was evil. Melville's kind of taken that idea and said, yeah, people have the capability of evil, but all people have that capability, right? It doesn't matter if you're what your race is, you are capable of doing that. Um, so I think in that sense, if you look at it from that perspective, the book is not racist, and in fact, it's actually pretty cool what he's done. But I think you could make an argument that there are certainly racist depictions there. You could argue that since he portrays Babbo in such a negative way, that that's kind of perpetuating a racist idea, I guess, too. Regardless, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it about as much as Bartleby. Um, he's got another story called Billy Budd, which is pretty famous. If we have time and you guys are interested, we can read that. But I wanted to talk to you about the AP exam. Um, it's on Wednesday. You guys are going to do great. I really think that all of you have been very, very intelligent and have shown that you can really succeed. You've all written good essays at one point or another throughout the quarter. I don't have any worries about any of you. You guys are prepared. We've practiced multiple choice exams. We have gone through multiple choice answers. We have written a million essays on all kinds of different topics. You guys know books inside and out. I think that the thing you're probably going to do best on is that free response essay question, because we just have read so much and gone through so much that you really should be prepared for that. Just remember, the test, no matter what you think and no matter what I think, sometimes they're not out there to trick you and to try to weed you around. Eliminate the answers that you know are not correct. And then when you've narrowed it down to 2 or 3 choices, really think about which one of these is the best answer, and there's almost always a very clear choice for which one is the best answer, which one has the clearest which one is most clearly answers the question. I think if you can do that and don't get wrapped up in the idea that, oh, this is a trick question or they're trying to fool me here, just read the question and think through it. You are all intelligent enough to figure out why it is one answer over another. And like we saw with the midterm, you don't have to do stellar on the multiple choice exam to get a 5 on the whole exam. So don't stress out over the multiple choice part. You guys will do great. I'm really not worried about that. For the essays, make sure you have a clear, strong thesis statement. Make sure that you're actually saying something, that you're not just kind of giving out generalities. And make sure you're specific when you write your essay. Use examples from the text. Use quotations. For the poem essay and the excerpt essay, you will have the text there with you and you can quote from it. And I would totally recommend that you do that. But be specific. Don't just be general and say that, oh, this character is bad. Well, that's general. Why is the character bad? How can you show an example showing that the character is bad? And the last thing I'll say to you, just remember the idea of a sonnet, right? We've got the 14 lines. We always have a shift. Go back and look at the difference between an Italian sonnet and an English sonnet, because there will almost certainly be a sonnet somewhere on the exam, either on the multiple choice part or on the essay part, and I just want to make sure that you can recognize one if it comes up. But you will do great. I want you to spend today reviewing however it will help you. Specifically, you guys have been given a lot of resources. You've got the whole packet that we went over on our Saturday morning. If you were there, if you weren't there, there's a lot of great resources there. You can look through the multiple choice strategies. There's some specifics there about poetry. There's some specifics there about analyzing different types of excerpts. Look through that, see what's helpful to you, study what's helpful to you. And then at some point, I think I had you do it on Tuesday this week, I gave you a full multiple choice section of the exam, and you should not have had time to finish that in class. You can work on that today, and there's answers and explanations in those packets. So that should be really easy for you to recognize and see you could spend a lot of time going over the multiple choice part there too, if that will help you. I am available. We've got several appointments, but for the most part during the day, I'm kind of having to hang around the hotel room. So if you want to shoot me an email or you have a question, please do. There is a little known chat function on Canvas. If I am on there and you are also on there, we can talk live. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get on today while you guys are in class or not, but that is something that's there. You can see if I'm there too, but I would like to contact you as much as possible. So good luck. I will see you guys on Monday. We will review Monday and Tuesday, but hopefully you've got enough materials to get you through the rest of the week. And like I said, if you have any questions, just shoot me an email. See you soon. Bye.